But I have to restart my freaking bot. And with that scare, let me save it.
Time to do it. Here.
Okay, restarting the stupid bot. Can you guys see me now? You're good? Okay. Alright guys, let's go back. Sorry about that, the net had the exclamation point over it, so I don't know what the fuck that was. Could have been a hiccup, could be a roommate being dumb, I don't know.
Here, take a look at this.
I hope you guys saw what it was though. What the clue was that advanced. I'll give it a couple more seconds for the people to refresh. But it was basically the login sheet disproved that Miyu couldn't have done the poison. So we'll see how it goes. And I got the V point. Oh really? So what it was this login record, you notice how Miyu's the last one that logged in right there? So that means that it disproved Kaito's point that Miyu couldn't have possibly put the poison in Kokichi's lap because she was the last one to log in. So she probably did. So yeah, I was overthinking it, Cheek. That's how this game makes you, and then all of a sudden like a simple answer. It's just like, well, it can't be the simple answer. So you know how it goes.
Is this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
That's right. It says that Miyu was the last of us to log in.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last,
Cam's razor.
she would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
That's right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gonta figured something out with logic. So he has to be the killer now, right? I'm kidding.
This was all part of Miyu's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
Well, that's not my fault.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
So she did that to me?
Yes, I'm positive of that. Miyu used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
With her boobs. Her boobs had a phone insert. How did Miyu log Kaito out?
This is it! It was the cell phone found by Miyu's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out.
Shit, dude, if that spelling game comes up,
When I spoke Kaito's name into it.
I might die. Kaito Momota. He logged out, just as I thought.
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
But Miyu never mentioned a cell phone, right?
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
So, she really was planning a murder.
And she tried to set me up.
Yeah, you can post links, dude.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Just, you know, the general rules.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion.
Alright, let me look here. Occam's River. It's a problem-solving principle. It was in English, blah, 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 blah. Its principle states that among competing hypotheses, the one with the fewest assumptions should be selected. So basically, it's kind of like a play on that, the obvious answer is usually the choice or whatever. The choice is usually the most obvious.
Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting. Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Wait, what were we talking about?
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
I'm not used to subtle Monokuma.
Yeah! If Father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
Huh?
My head! I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
On the threshold of an amazing
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
What you mean?
Because she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted. And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder, because she had total control.
And the reason Mew was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
You guys are only bitching because you haven't been to the virtual world yet. But once you go, you'll understand. Seriously, it's so fucking awesome. I know you guys will love it. And then you're gonna fall in love with me for showing it to you guys. So let's just dive right in, okay? We'll do it together.
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person. I was sad that she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend. See? That's an ideal fun situation! Now we can start a real class trial!
Hey, Kokichi sorta sound like Monokuma.
Dude, going to get him.
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
No, you're just like Monokuma. Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward! Aren't you gonna do something?
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh, right?
Welcome back, Smitty.
There, I did it.
Pooh.
He's completely lost his drive! Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame!
My head!
Listen up, Kokichi.
Yeah, dude, great to see you.
To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it.
Were you playing some Forza earlier?
I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue. If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die, you know that?
Oh, is that like a multiplayer version?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
You were meeting with Mew, but she ended up as the victim. So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
Here's my answer. I never met up with Mew.
You didn't?
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
Isn't lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open it easy.
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools for it either.
Oh, serious?
Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting.
Yeah, I'm not that big of a car dude.
Remember, you and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
I like racing cars, but I don't know that much about
Was
them,
the
you
door
know?
to the roof actually locked? When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I know?
Hmm.
Then who locks the door to the roof?
I already told you. How should I know?
Gran Turismo?
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked. So you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that.
What kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell!
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out eventually. Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Mew's death. Truth? There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. We need to make sense of those first.
Wow, Shuichi, you know your way around this game.
He's all happy because we're not
Yes, keep up the hard work.
investigating
The
him.
fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Mew who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
I see. Mew sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
Whoops, my hand slipped.
If that's the case, then Mew might not have even gone to the roof.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
It's true. First, we need to determine if Mew was actually there or not. Did she go, or was she never on the roof at all?
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
She saw Mew's avatar through the window.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel. Look at where her avatar fell.
Kibo's voice. Kibo was the first to discover Mew's body.
Right next to the...
Kokichi in the salon.
How would she have gotten to the mansion?
Settings on Kokichi's avatar. He would be unable to move if Mew touched him. So that would be hard for Kokichi to move the body, so maybe he didn't do it.
There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up!
At first glance, it seems as if it's impossible for Mew to go to the mansion.
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up!
What is a loud noise? Loud sound. Kibo's voice. I forget what Kibo said.
Mew is waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
Mew should have been at the chapel. Look at where her avatar fell. It's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the... There's no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with
Kokichi. She stood me up! Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No. The chapel.
Oh my god, dude. That's stupid word bullshit.
It's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There's no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi. She stood me up!
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No.
There it is. Okay.
Mew must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah. When I was searching the dining room, I saw Mew pass by the window.
I didn't know you were so into cars, Sheik.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Sorry. I thought I was just mistaken at first. Since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
It must have been some special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She
Okay.
dropped the bridge to make a huge scene, just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
Expert by location.
So, what secret method did she use?
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
Oh, you use a bus or something, Sheik?
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-OK.
Mess with this. What?
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time.
What do you say?
This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
Ooh, 85 Camino.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
I don't have time to deal with Kokichi right now. I need to focus on the case. I'm positive that Miyu used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. Okay, I just have to figure out what that was. Isn't that the stupid, the wall added by Miyu? Okay, yeah. Oh, I thought we were gonna play the word game. Alright, never mind.
The way across it only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Or instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Or maybe she teleported with magic. Or she used a warp zone.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
I love how they play with the words on this depending on what they're talking about. It's pretty funny.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across.
Yeah, that's probably
I
it.
suppose it is possible she used that to change places.
I just,
Man, you guys are way off.
I just want to see the text.
Or maybe I'm just pulling your legs.
The way across it only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Or instead of bridge. Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Or maybe she teleported with magic. Or she used a warp zone.
It teleports. That's funny.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew.
Oh, I should have waited. Fuck. Oh well, I missed some points there.
That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
Was there really?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world.
Yeah, speaking of which,
The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual world.
Arnold, we need to get another emote at some point.
It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the
If you don't mind.
or the wall near the chapel.
Shit, I wasn't paying attention. What was that?
Was there really?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass
Don't be
through.
naive, Shuichi.
Why is Kaito fighting me?
What is it, Kaito?
Jeez, you set up a weird wall like that? That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Nothing to do with it.
Huh. You don't even realize your mistake? You losing your edge?
I don't even have a tier 2 sub yet. Sheik. That's funny though. I don't know if you could upgrade your sub. That's something I've never been clear on. I kind of doubt it, but you never know. Hey, I'll try it if you want. Yeah.
Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
Dude, the roast is great. We just ate some on the stream like about 40 minutes or so before you got here. Fucking tastes exactly like prime rib, the way that I make it. What you do, you rub butter all over it, and then you leave it on so it melts over it. And then you put ground pepper, the pepper that you actually circle, sea salt, and I forget there's a herb de Provence is the spice, and you just put that shit all over it and then cook it for 4 or 6 hours. It's pretty fucking good.
What we gotta figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the mansion, right? So why waste time talking about the impossible? It's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
Now, wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all. You get it? So let's go through this one more time.
I fucking hit the wrong thing.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all. I'll cut through your words.
3.5 with prep.
The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed.
Sounds good, Smitty. Drop the recipe in the Discord if you don't mind. Maybe I should make a food
From human to object?
a food tab or something.
Which means the virtual world
Or you could just put it in porn.
as an object.
Not safe for work.
Pass through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Thanks, Smitty.
Is that right?
I've always wanted to have like a good
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito.
old
We
school
need to listen
stew.
to everything Shuichi says.
Alright, fine. I'll have the damn tab right now. Give me a second. It's funny because Bugs was getting on me. You have too many tabs in your Discord. I'm like, yeah, but most of them are used, so. Alright, I'm gonna put it in talking. Oh, actually, no. Where should I put it? Sharing? Yeah, sharing's good. What should I call it? Schmitty's food tab? We'll go with that. Smitty's food porn. How about that? Permissions, everybody. Oh, I can't add the fucking, it won't let me add the stupid possessive, so it has to be Schmitty's food porn without the apostrophe. Silly Discord doesn't like grammar. Alright, the tab's in. It's at the bottom right now, but... Let's see, what are streams people don't use as much? We can put that up there. Questions and favorites, almost no one uses that. Antithesis story. The rest of them should be fine. I put NSF down a little bit more. Alright, there's your tab, guys. So you're good.
I already told you. The more you try, the...
Oh, Smitty's snacks, Smitty's food strut. I don't know, Smitty, if you want a particular name, let me know. You may have shit posted it already. Well, you can just move it. Or delete.
Or you cause us trouble. It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Yeah, well, I'll figure something out, Arnold.
I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
Now that I got more time, we can figure all that shit out. I got so much work to do on the stream before TwitchCon. Holy shit. I still gotta get cards, too. Ugh, good. I even looked into that t-shirt thing. You don't get much profit per t-shirt no matter what you do, unfortunately, unless you buy a bunch up in bulk. And you know, it's not like I'm gonna sell 50 shirts or something, so...
I don't care.
Maybe around Christmas,
Doesn't bother me at all.
we'll figure out something.
It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Around Christmas, I'll give some away.
Okay.
Or have some way you can redeem points.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
Blast him, Mega Man.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through...
Then her secret route was through that wall?
That's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map. I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
Yeah, I'd have to come up with like a good design though. I don't just want like a shit shirt, you know? So.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage?
I might use at the top of my page that thing. The Showtime Doctor banner thing. And then add some text or something.
Because Mew said...
You're not allowed to use Twitch's logo until you're a partner, so it would just have to be like a normal shirt pretty much. But I could put the website though, so... No, you're not trapped here. Beyond that wall is the end of the world, literally. Past that wall, nothing exists. Everything ends there.
She probably lied.
Jill sandwich emote, so had to have it. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but that's cool.
There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
Mew lied.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall.
By the way, Panda, your cave's still in the Discord. I didn't delete it even though you disappeared for a long time.
She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
I have no idea who Jill Sandwich is.
Kichi, you know have to go that far.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
Hey, what do you call her?
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall.
I didn't quite hear. What do you say about her?
That cum-soaked urinal cake was... That cum-soaked urinal cake...
Okay. Gotcha.
Mama Taro!
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden road in that virtual world.
I guess I'll have to look up who Jill Sandwich is.
Oh,
I have no
there
idea.
wasn't, huh?
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Man, what?
But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden road in that virtual world.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
She's a streamer?
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
Was Kokichi saying all the stuff about Miyu to get the Cubs to reveal something? I guess I should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program?
Oh, it's a bad voice line from Resident Evil. Oh, okay. Whatever. Never mind. Someone sure might as well name themselves Jill Sandwich now.
The wall, then that setting was meaningless.
Quick, someone go get that username.
You wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
We aren't sure why yet, but once we saw, there have been a lot of strange.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing.
A loud noise.
Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
What's up, Math? How you doing, man? What were you streaming? The events that led us here. Ah, fuck, I can't pause it. What strange occurrence happened in the virtual world? The loud noise. Right.
This is it!
Alright, good. It wasn't some translation BS.
You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
Math was playing. I don't know. He's gone now. Ah. Oh, Grim Dawn. How's that? What was that sound? I've been thinking about playing that lately. It sounded as if something struck very hard. It came from the outside, but... Because I heard it was kind of Diablo-esque. Is it pretty fun, Math? You like it? Thanks for the host, Math. You the man? Let me shout out Math Me. For Math Me. So for those who don't know, Math Me, he's a Canadian boy. But he's a really cool guy. Family man. Plays lots and lots and lots of either... Most of the games he plays have the following things. They're either platformers. There's some type of survival, hardcore style game. Or sometimes he'll just play random games. Like, he's kind of like me. He does a lot of variety stuff. So, yeah, go check out his channel. He's pretty good. Been friends with Math Me almost a year now, right, Math? Somewhere around there. Maybe a little bit less. He has a fun accent, too.
You all heard that sound, too?
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point.
Somewhere around that.
Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
Hitting the wall.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
For now, let's go outside and check. Oh no! What? That was Kibo's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close.
You heard my voice too?
Oh, you got the recipe?
That is pretty strange.
Okay, I'll check it out after the stream, bro.
That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first.
Math plays a lot of strategy, too.
There was another mysterious
space
phenomenon
strategy.
in the virtual world.
That type of thing.
Kokichi talked like he noticed something, pretending not to know.
Okay, dude, yeah.
Even Gonta is
I'll check it out,
suspicious of me?
Smitty.
I always thought you would be the one to trust me.
Sorry, Gonta not mean it like that.
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
What are they talking about?
There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Other than the crash? Oh, maybe he's talking about the login thing, or the thing that what's-his-face mentioned, Monotaro or something. Another mysterious phenomenon. Something that shouldn't be possible, like Miyu in the mansion or that loud noise. I need to remember everything else that happened in there. No. Alright, fine. I hate this game. Actually, I don't hate this game. I hate the word game more. That's what I thought it was for a second. I was about to be pissed. What is that? Oh, how the sign was there. Yeah, that was weird, actually. How do you select it? Oh. Haha, first time. Right after that.
The sign that we were using as a bridge was odd to me.
Yeah, I thought it was the air glitch too, actually.
Odd how? We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
Yeah, man, that's a good guy. Smitty's a good guy too. He's playing lots of Forza now, so if you like cars, check Smitty out. Whoops, my hand slipped.
We found it later, but there was something unnatural about it.
Oh, I never shout out Mike too. I should shout Mike. But Mike doesn't play games anymore, so I don't know what to shout you out for, Mike. You won't play anything. I'm kidding. Mike does a love line, for those of you who remember the 90s show Love Line. He does that Sunday nights, that's actually fairly entertaining. Selena's there. I don't know if Selena's here. Selena's there, and a couple other people are in the Discord. Occasionally I join the show. I've been on twice. He solicits questions and we answer the questions to the best of our ability, even though we're not writers and that type of thing. So, and otherwise Mike plays random games too, but I don't really have his beat down yet, because when I first saw him playing, he was playing Five Nights at Freddy's, which is an odd game. And then after that, he's just been kind of random, honestly, so I don't know. I'm most confused by how the sign got there. Objects can't break. I should remember exactly what happened with that sign. Alright, here we go. Please don't be the word game. Oh, thank you. I'd much rather play this than the word game. You love... Wait, what? Hold on a second. What is Sheik talking about? You love DuckTales. Oh, DuckTales! I have the remake of DuckTales, Sheik. The original DuckTales on the NES is one of the most underrated games ever. That was a great fucking game, dude. Like, one of the best games ever, honestly. Which is weird to say because Nintendo had so many good ones, but that was one that, like, flew under the radar really badly, unfortunately. It had some badass music, too. In fact, you know what? Next time there's a music request, remind me. There's a DuckTales rock remix of the Moon theme that is fucking amazing, dude. The Moon theme is like the best song in the fucking game, in my opinion. Even though all the music's classic, but... the Moon theme is just like, what the fuck, dude? This shit is amazing. Even on 8-bit. Back in the 8-bit days. Yeah, Chippendales, Rescue Rangers, all that shit. At which point was the signboard swept away? When Miyu pretended... Let's see. The river, the mansion, the chapel. Yeah. Hit the hooker! She's into getting hit with cars. That's her fetish, guys. I'm kidding. And this is the point where MathMe looks at the stream and goes, what the fuck? Disney Capcom games. Yeah, those were all pretty good games. They did a Tailspin one too, right? Even though that wasn't as good, but still. You know, honestly, Tailspin had a pretty good theme that, to be perfectly honest, they didn't do enough with it. Because they had all the Jungle Book characters, but they were all like pilots and pirates and shit like that. That's pretty cool. Oh shit, dude, that's hard to do. Is that Nagito? Oh no, that's Miyu. Why is Miyu over there? That's funny. Oh, Darkwing Duck. That was a hard game for the time, actually, yeah. Where is the end of the river? Below the mansion? Okay, let's go mansion side. Wait. This might be a trick question. But I'll go with mansion side for now. Nope. Okay, yeah. Chapel side. We killed a hooker. Fuck. We were doing so well, too. This sounds like good porn. They need to remake Crazy Taxi. That makes me want to go get that game now. I wonder if it emulates well. It was Dreamcast, right? Or maybe it was multiple systems. I think I played on Dreamcast. Oh, shit. Alright, let's just be... Oh no, I should have froze it earlier. What is this shit? Yeah, you know what actually sucks, Sheik? I was trying to emulate, what's it called? The game where you're the reporter with the aliens. Space Channel 5. And unfortunately, no matter which controller you get, it cannot properly emulate the dance rhythm movements that you need. You need the Dreamcast controller because you have to press buttons really fucking fast. And most controllers today, even if you buy the high-end ones, they don't re-register you hitting the button twice. They only register you hitting it once. And that was like a Dreamcast only thing. So basically it's impossible to emulate that game because you'll just fucking die. Which is shitty because that was like one of the funnest games in the world. That and the second game. Where was the signboard found after it was swept away? Mansion side. Smack that up on the floor. Smack that, can't sing no more. There's a fourth question? Alright. Wait, who the fuck is this on the board? Oh, that's Miyu, I think. Or not Miyu, Sumigi. Oh, whatever. It's your waifu? You chose her as your waifu, Smitty? I missed that. House of the Dead. Now there's a throwback. Look at all them hoes you picked up. Oh, that's too bad. I wonder how's it emulated badly? The shooting controls don't work that well? Do you have to shoot really fast? This is like a mini game inside the game, Smitty, so... There's lots of mini games you do during the trial, so... You can't give me loots? Loots has been messed up, Vanilla Bunny. I don't know why. Loots has been messed up. I might actually just get rid of that. Because it doesn't help that much, honestly. Oh shit. Against the current. Okay. Yeah. Oh, they're wonky. That's too bad. That was a fun game. You guys remember Carnival?
The sign was carried against the river's current.
Carnival in the arcades, the shooter with the chick you had to shoot her boobs.
We all saw Mew drop the sign and watch the river carry it downstream.
Or people thought it was her boobs. It was actually a mark on her collarbone. But it might as well have been her
The
boobs.
sign should have traveled downriver.
I have to reconfigure the browser? What the fuck? Alright, let me go mess with the loots. Maybe they changed their settings. I'm not gonna do the full thing though. I'll just do it off stream. Don't worry about it for now, Vanilla Bunny. I appreciate it though. Thank you.
Toward the chapel, correct?
You're just being silly and loud.
It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there. But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
I don't know. Hold on. Loots. It's not that good, Mike. It doesn't pay out that well, but you can go check it out there. And then just go to the main loot side. But basically, it streams an ad in the corner of your screen, and it says something in your text, and then it gives you money based on however many viewers are in your chat. But it's like, you know, pennies, really, so it's hard to do.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Yeah, I miss the way that the arcade machines used to be
Hold up. Didn't you
configured.
stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Really?
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic.
You got an arcade?
We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what. All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
Polarity?
I don't know, but Shuichi should know, right?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
What?
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't. The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
Alien versus Predator, good times.
So, how are they connected? Do you know, Shuichi?
Why is Kaito being all silent there? It loops.
Well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
What? Wait, what am I answering? Unnatural ray, the river. Wait, what? Clues or clue? Clue. The chapel. Less instructions. Oh! I know. Where is it? Avatar error. Maybe? Nope. Only Mew know about this, throwing us off.
I was wrong!
Oh, I figured it would be that one, I guess not. Loud noise, killing game simulator, device instruction. Oh, this! No? Oh, I thought maybe if that was planted differently.
Damn it!
Okay, it's not that. What could it be? Let's see here. Light us near the chapel. Do you think that's it? They use that as a way to teleport? It was a stupid lattice bullshit? Nah.
I was wrong!
Okay, what else? Avatar Air, wanted by Mew. Use Avatar. Oh, the signboard. I didn't know. Okay. Signboard used as a bridge.
Damn it!
Nope.
I was wrong!
Map of the mansion.
Oh no!
Alright, I'm gonna fucking die if this keeps up. Let's figure this out. Map of the mansion, map of the world, toilet paper, strangled device. Signboard uses bridge. Kokichi's meeting. It wasn't the lattice. It's not the cell phone. The hammer? Maybe that's what the hammer's for. No. What clues relate to the unnatural way the signboard was carried on the river? Loud noise? No. Accounts. Virtual world has the same down to the physics. Yeah.
Damn it!
God, I'm gonna die to this fucking question after all this. Some glitch might occur. Oh fuck, I really don't know it, quite honestly. Use avatar. No. No. Wall added by Miu. Oh, maybe that's it.
This is it!
Oh, wow. What a way to answer that question.
It might have to do with a wall that
That's
only objects
stupid.
can pass through.
Oh, man.
The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel.
If they get me playing the spelling game, I'm gonna die for
But
sure
if that
now.
wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through.
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how'd it end up by the mansion?
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
That's right. That's the real issue here. How could the signboard pass through the wall but end up on the mansion side? The world loops.
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
What?
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
Kokichi might be onto something there. We need to forget about what we know and just think about it. Oh god, is this gonna be the spelling game? How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? Putting common sense aside and focusing on the flow of the river. How did the signboard pass through? Downstream and upstream connect. Duh.
That's it!
Got half a heart back, baby.
What if both ends of the river were connected?
Zelda'd be proud.
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
So that's her wall.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
I thought it was dumb that she put a loading point over there.
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Speaking of which, Bunny, I owe you
What
points.
about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Because you were right about the murder location. So,
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, It wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall, too.
Wait, in that case...
I got it. I know why Mew only set up one wall.
I do.
What are you talking about now?
Street Fighter EX2. The reason she set up one wall is because the chapel and the mansion walls. They're the same wall.
That's it. The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
The same wall?
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That single wall divides the entire virtual world.
Honestly, if I was like rich, I would dedicate a room in my, I guess you would have a ranch or something at that point, to just arcades. That would be fucking fun to set up for parties and shit. We could be like how we were kids in the good old days, you know, have like pizza and shit. That'd be so much fun. Recapture those days. And then show the new kids, this is how we grew up. Like, this is fucking awesome. Why do we sit in our house all day? Yeah, right.
The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Everything is starting to connect. See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
I got my ass kicked at that game.
Damn it, Kokichi. Just tell us.
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch! If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
Do I? The secret, huh? Yes, I suppose we should clear that up. That it loops. We need to solve the mystery of the virtual world. Of course. What's the question? What is the unique feature of the virtual world? Walls. Is that it? World, maybe? Maybe world's the first one. I gotta find a W. There's no fucking W. Maybe I'm wrong. Shit, what could this be? Oh, Star Moon. Welcome to the asylum. Here's a jacket to hug yourself with. World wraps. But there's no W, though. So it has to be something else. What is a unique feature of the virtual world? Well, how would you say that? Because we know what it is, we just gotta figure out how this game wants us to say it, because it probably translated some goofy way. And I don't want to try too many letters or I'll die. Okay, let's try M. Oh, what the f- Did you see that? They're shaped as M's, but they've come out as W's. That is fucking stupid. Mobius. GG, dude. Nah, I got it, don't worry. World reps. Something like that. World loops, maybe that's it. Yeah. You knew they'd come up with some dumb way to say it. And why are all the letters backwards? That is so fucking weird. I didn't see an S there. There we go.
I see now.
You need to hire me to translate these games, man. Even though I don't know Japanese.
The virtual world is a loop.
Loop-de-loop.
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example,
I don't even have this at max difficulty.
when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Just because I know the translation thing would get
Yes,
dumb.
exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
That was like, you remember that,
The virtual world loops?
Chic, and for anyone who saw Danganronpa 2 when I was streaming it, you remember when we were trapped in that funhouse and the killing room, or the trial room, whatever the fuck it was called? And you go in there and it's like a escape room scenario, and there's all these code and shit and all these like weird things you gotta interact with and figure out, okay, this opens this opens that, put this here, etc. One of the clues was there was a random number on every fucking wall. And they were like, there was a 4-digit code. So we were like, okay, we gotta figure out this 4-digit code. There's 4 digits on the wall. And I forget, it was like 6 something something something. And so I put that in, wrong. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? Why is it not this number? Those are the only numbers on the wall. I clearly said it's written on the wall. And then fucking, I go and talk to the person with the clues, and it's like, well, actually, since there's a line above the 6, that means that it's actually a 9. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's like either very particular Japanese-centric stuff, or like anagram type stuff of stuff I'd never even fucking heard of, like that weird game. What was that thing with that, you remember that number code thing, Sheik? And you said it was like a certain system, and I'd never heard of the system before, so I had no idea what the fuck they were talking about. With the pulses and the numbers and the lines with the horizontal and vertical, you remember that? Ah, fuck Uno. Nah, I know how to play Uno.
What in the world?
Yeah, the blinking light one.
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away.
Whatever.
It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream.
Like, you know what I would do if I was a killer and I put your ass in a fucking room that was like one of those puzzle rooms? I would give you a bunch of clues that didn't fucking add up to whatever the actual answer was. And then, I'm not mad at you, Smitty. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not mad at you. And then so everyone would be like, oh yeah, it has to be this number. They'd put it in. Fuck, it doesn't work. It's like, yep, that's because it's not that fucking number. Why would you do that? Because I don't want you to get out the fucking room. That's why. You know? But no, everything has to make sense. Yeah. Oh god, I had to be nugget.
Until it got caught on the rocks.
Don't remind me, Sheik.
What was the world like before
Smitty.
we got out of the wall?
There you go.
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
Did it really? I still never played 7.
World. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Yeah, I didn't consider that.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it? Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Oh, because we heard it in the wall.
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
Yeah. Right here, maybe? Okay, maybe it's at the chapel. Never mind. Am I getting this wrong?
Damn it!
What the fuck? I don't get this. I hate these stupid puzzles. Yes. Is that right? Okay, let me think about it. Over there. If the X loops is, wouldn't the loop point be running through the world vertically? Wait, the loop point vertically? Okay, I don't know how to solve this one. Someone fucking help, I got 20 seconds. It's not right here. It's not the loading screen, is it?
There!
Well, that's stupid.
The map loading point was where the virtual world lived.
There was like rocks and stuff.
The loading point was in the middle of the map.
And there were 3 bushes, so they were like dried out brush.
But the loading point was actually at the edges.
So the wall Me created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather... her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them. And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Well, I didn't get all that from that, but I get it now.
Impressive, Shuichi!
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
For you to get this far? What are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember? Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center.
Yeah, what a bitch.
Which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap.
What's up, Selena?
But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Kokichi is the ultimate
Shuichi, you saved us.
evil genius.
You're welcome.
But no one knows exactly what that means. He claims to be the head of a secret organization or some
Just because we
bullshit.
found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet. Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit.
It was Tenko.
That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kichi talking like Monokuma again.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
What is Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely prodding Kaito at Kaito on purpose. Well, there's no time for distractions like him. What we have to do is find the culprit who killed Miyu. It doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve if we can't find the culprit. God, this is a long-ass trial so far. It would all be for nothing. We haven't even gotten to the halfway point. But I still don't know for sure who it could be. Who used Miyu's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Miyu? Finally, shit. Man, I'm bushed. I got no motivation at all, and Monofe's period is late too. Father, why do you know Monofe's cycle?
And another thing.
Never mind that. Perhaps the lack of motivation is due to lack of hibernation.
Yeah?
Lack of hibernation? Yeah, I haven't been sleeping really well lately, so I haven't been able to hibernate. That's awful. What could be causing it? Is it because you have a lot on your mind? Is it because the graveyard shift pays a better hourly wage?
Really?
Is it because you don't want them to think you're just goofing around? Is it because you want to stay friends? Is it because you want to watch it in real time? Father? He's gone into hibernation. We should let him be. Yeah, you're right. Night-night. Nope Gear 3327. Welcome to the asylum. Here's a jacket to wrap yourself with.
I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't. My head hurts so much. I just can't remember.
Have you forgotten? Maybe that's for the best.
You're on the threshold of an amazing adventure.
From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves. After all, our baby is excited to meet his daddy, you know?
Daddy? Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
I'm gonna be a father.
Daddy? Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
My daughter graduates in 2
We
weeks.
understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Real quick, the thing that I think virtual games needs to get first is the scale of the world. So for instance, a lot of virtual games, the way that you move around is teleporting, or the majority of the way you move around is teleporting. And I think that's bullshit. It needs to be you actually walking through everywhere you're supposed to go. And there can be warp points, you know, to like cities or save points and shit like that, but the majority of the game, they don't get the scale right, so if you can just go from one world to another, you're not getting the proper thing, and it's fucking with your brain, because your brain's like, but I was here, but I was here, but I was here. So until they get that point down and they actually make a good mobile system, because a lot of VR games, they have a hard time tracking you. And so the movement that you guys are talking about for shooters is actually fairly impossible now, and that's why, even though there are good shooting games on VR, it always feels kind of fucking weird because everything's all janky and fucking weird ass fucking thing, and you can exploit things by ducking down and going all crazy, so they need to improve that part of VR before what you're talking about, Smitty's, possible, but they're getting better, so.
Let's see. You manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Because obviously moving in real life
Just ignore me and start anyway?
and moving in the game, that could be a problem.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion.
Because obviously you'll run into shit in real life.
If she had succeeded, and then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
Virtual boy.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Mew's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
Okay, so let me explain it a little bit better. So, you know how when you walk around the real world, your brain is tracking everything in your eye, all that cerebral cortex bullshit. So it's saying, okay, now I'm in the kitchen. Now I'm in the dining room. Now I'm here, now I'm there, etc. In the game, if you start walking around, obviously, how would you control that if you're not walking around in the real world? So you can do it with like thumb pads or, you know, wrist controllers or whatever the fuck they put there. But the way that your body is reading it is, this is fucking weird. Why am I moving forward without feeling my legs move? And so that's kind of part of the thing that's keeping people back. And then, like, if you ever would think of, I'm gonna binge on a VR game for 12 hours. Holy shit, dude, your legs. Good luck. So, you know.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
Mike, what are you talking about? How can you walk a mile forward in your house? What do you mean? How can you walk a mile forward in your house? Tell me that without hitting something. Whoops, my hand slipped.
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion.
Oh, someone got a loot through. Shoot, I don't have it up.
She passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loot.
Alright, hold on. I gotta go to loots now. No, that's what I'm saying. Tracking stuff while you're moving. You know, that's why they warp. Because warping's like the only way that they can do it. Because to program that in a VR game is actually pretty damn hard. Loots.com, blah 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 blah, Showtime Doctor. Okay, loots. Sorry guys, give me a second, I'm doing something. Showtime Doctor. Tip jar. Okay, here it is. Oh, they have a tip jar now, that's funny. Dashboard. Live. Oh my god, why did they make so many things? What was that? Is the loots thing not displaying? Oh, there it is. Oh, wait, no. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this, but let me just go to revenues pass. Okay. Smitty, lol, Kappa Kappa Pride. Arnold Woot. That was a while ago. Usagi says Woot. Alright, I can see it now. Time to argue more about VR. Hold on. I replaced Smite though. No, they warp because you can't move long distances or stay near your machine. Yeah. Okay. My point was, in order for horror to work, the player has to see the scary shit. For the VR to work right, the player has to be able to look where they want. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, yeah, but even like the warp function, if you're in like, say you're playing a dungeon game. If you're in a dungeon game and you look to the left and there's a cave and you look over there, there's a mountain.
She headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop.
Because the world has to be big enough to give the enemies spawn points and hide secrets and treasure chests and coins and all that bullshit. I don't know. I don't want to argue about it. That's fine. I need to pay attention. Talking about VR while I'm in a trial. That must be crazy.
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loot. After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop.
That's when I saw Mew.
Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
She was killed on the roof, right? Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that's when culprit killed her.
Yeah, I've seen that one, Mike.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Wait, what? How? How would she get on the roof? I mean, the door's locked. Oh, she's an object? Or she was near the window.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Miu did it.
Yeah, it is a good game, actually.
She would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof. Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan.
No, VR is improving by leaps and bounds, but I'm just saying it still feels goofy. Like, it's not smooth, and that there's a, you know, it's really hard to emulate the brain and the nerves and all that. I understand that because, you know, you got this big heavy thing on your face, and then it's telling you you're here, but the brain's telling you you're somewhere else. And then you have to make it respond to the body and the nerves. It's way more complicated than it seems. So I understand, but I'm just saying it still feels goofy when you play it, even the good games.
Well, it's possible.
Like, for instance, there's a point in that game you're talking about where you're walking through and you see like this kind of Skyrim thing where there's those like swinging blades and shit, and like I forget, there was some other trap, but basically you have to duck down in order to get under them, and then there's like a clue in the middle, you pick up the clue. But when you fucking duck down, it feels so fucking awkward because you're moving so fucking fast. You're moving at the same speed that you move when you walk, which, as most of us, we can't squat and walk as fast as we walk with control. So it's just like shit like that, like they have to think that shit through. Like, what if we're climbing up something, you know, you notice how most of those games don't have climbing. What if we're sliding down something? How do you make the sliding sensation hit you in reality? You know, like that shit's not easy. Shit like that, you know, like Secret of Mana when they shoot you out the cannon or some bullshit like that, you know. So force feedback's not there, and like when you clash your blade to hit something, you don't feel yourself hitting it. It's like shit like that. So there's little bits and things that help, but it's not quite there yet. So.
She was smart.
Anyways, hold on. I need to stop. Guys, I'm gonna stop talking about VR because I keep losing myself in the trial.
If Miu did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi. Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Wow, Smitty, get out of here. No, I'm kidding. They're doing a remake for Secret of Mana. Secret of Mana was basically the very first, it was a Square game back in 1994, I believe. Super Nintendo. It was the very first 3-player action RPG game, and it was really fucking cool. And there's a remake coming, I believe, next year? February? So that should be pretty fun. It also has one of the most depressing stories of all fucking time once you beat it, so...
Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, no, there's a mechanic in that game, Smitty, where you know what it is, and you shoot from cannons and you teleport everywhere. It would be cool to feel that whoosh when you get fucking shot. That would be cool. But...
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
But she was also really, really dumb.
She was smart, but she was also dumb.
No say such mean things. Killing game bad, not Miu. Miu not bad person.
Yeah, she was.
Going to think we could have been friends if things different.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
That wouldn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
Huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue the discussion. If Miu was killed on the roof of the mansion,
Mom bought me Secret of Mana.
the culprit must have moved Miu's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. But the problem is the wall between them.
Only Miu was able to go through that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Miu's avatar through that wall?
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
Oh, with the signboard
How did the
thing.
culprit send Miyu's avatar through the wall?
Or whatever the fuck it was called.
I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
What was that goddamn thing called? The pallet.
Don't not throw her!
Or whatever the fuck.
We know. You couldn't because the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
Physical strength equalized?
Yeah, I didn't get to play it 3-player. I played it 2-player once. Because you had to actually buy the port, remember, Sheik? And I was too poor to buy the port for the extra controller.
That problem. Gonta no can protect everyone if that happens.
Wait, what did he say? Wait, what? He didn't know his strength was equalized?
Physical strength equalized?
Yeah, he did. He fucking said it in the thing. Holy shit, maybe he did do it.
Jeez, keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
How did they send Mew's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it.
Yeah.
You know, the loud sound you heard?
I'm probably gonna stop streaming around midnight. Yeah. Unless people are having a lot of fun. Ah. What was that sound?
Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Mew there, right?
Hey, which Final Fantasy? Oh, 15.
If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
I don't get why they didn't make the girls version first, but whatever. I had some dude argue with me in the, I forget the name of the group now, but he was like, the main character from Final Fantasy 15 is the most powerful character in all of fantasy and sci-fi and comic books and manga ever. I was like, dude, there's no fucking way. He's a schoolboy. You never beat the game. You never saw his power. Like, I don't care what his fucking power is. Someone could have fucking killed him. I guarantee you this. No, he's the most powerful person ever. Sephiroth could have killed him. No, he couldn't have. Yeah, he could have. No, he couldn't have. Like, whatever. Fuck off. I don't give a fuck if he's a Greek god. Everything can be fucking killed and beaten.
If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related. That's when you found the dead Mew there, right?
We need to figure out what that sound could have been. It might be the clue we need to solve this case. So what was it? It sounded like something slamming hard into something else. It was the pallet hitting the fucking wall. Oh wait, but the pallet couldn't be destroyed, so it was Mew? The hammer hitting the wall? The lead is hitting the wall. No.
Damn it!
Mew?
That's it!
Yeah, okay.
I think the sound came from Mew's avatar hitting the chapel wall.
Now, we all know the most powerful character in Final Fantasy was the Tonberry. Mess with the Tonberry, you get the knife. That was that. Gilgamesh was thrown.
The
Yeah.
hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise. Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with a wall.
You remember the Tonberry King in Final Fantasy VIII? I remember I was messing with my friend. It's like, okay, I'm trying to find the Tonberry King because he's a summon. And so I was killing Tonberries over and over, and I'm talking to my friend like, yeah, man, Resident Evil 3 is a great game. I look back, there's the Tonberry King. I was like, oh, fuck. That was a good time.
If that's the case, Mew's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard. He felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
What about Shiva, though, Sheik?
Yeah, that's the real question.
Shiva's been there since 4, at least.
Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking? Why are you talking like you know everything?
Let's not worry about that right now. More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery.
I never
Fighting
beat
among
5.
friends is a waste of time.
I quit 5 halfway through. It was too boring for me.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
A way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Can you Mew's avatar to crash into the chapel from the mansion's roof? There's only one way I can think of how to do that.
Hey Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
You what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope.
Oh, they use that thing as a
slope faced the chapel wall.
as like a
On top of
snowboard,
that, there was snow on the roof.
a snowboard or whatever.
If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
Someone told me Lightning's Revenge or Returns is actually a decent game. Fukichi's talking about as if he's got the whole thing figured out already. But I can't let him distract me. I need to solve the case. How did Miyu hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion? God, are we doing that stupid game again? I need to remember how they spelled it. Lattice near the chapel. So they slid her ass over. And then that caused her to hit so hard it killed her in real life. Okay. I'm going to find the answer. Wait, what? Slide her down. Something her down. Push her down? Is that it? I don't see a P, so what else? Shove her down? No. What the fuck? L her down. D, S, L, I. Slide her down? Slid her down? We'll try S. Why not? Okay, so S. Sled her down? Shove her down? Slide her down? Oh, slide her down. I thought slide had an additional E. Slid her down. Oh, past tense. Okay, I'm being a dumbass. Slid what down, though? What the fuck is this bunny? What is that? There's no H, so what am I supposed to do? Slid something down. Oh, is it? That's dumb. Shit, what could it be? Slid. Because there's no H, so it's not her. F? What would F be down? Slid, lift, no. Slid, lift down. I guess that... Because I don't have too many guesses I can make, guys, so that's the reason. That's the reason why I'm taking my time. Slid, F down, slid... Alright, I gotta start making guesses. Slid. Try R. Slid out, slid off roof. Slid off roof. Okay, I got it. Off roof.
I see now. The culprit used the sloped roof as a slide for Mew's avatar. Slide? Aw, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Mew's body wouldn't have slid.
Wrong. It would slide.
Oh no, Kaito, maybe he did do it.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
It would slide, just like Shumai said.
Shumai.
Who the hell is Shumai?
Oh, he's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped in.
I'm positive that's how Mew's avatar was moved, but maybe the culprit used something else as well to help her body slide. The fuck?
Even if her avatar slid off the roof, would it slide off that quickly?
Well, duh, it would.
If it made that much noise, it must have built up a lot of speed.
Oh, it was that stupid
Lots
thing.
of snow
I
piled
forgot
up.
about that.
But not frozen solid, right?
You'd still slide, though.
In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
That's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
There was nothing like that, or
Fuck. Now I'm starting to think Kaito did do it. God damn it, dude.
No, wait.
That was my guess, by the way.
Something that could have been used to help slide Mew's body. Do you remember the lattice that was found by Mew's avatar? The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof. I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked. But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
Smitty, who are you talking to?
the lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof? Then that's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct! After the culprit killed Mew on the rooftop, they placed her corpse on a sled and slid her down the roof's steep slope.
Yeah, I just didn't get it.
The sled picked up speed, flew off the roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel. The impact made all of her belongings scatter, including the hammer and cell phone.
Fuck, better.
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff. I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
Monokuma's back. Yeah.
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful.
I got Butterfingers stuck in my teeth.
Yeah, Father. Or should I start calling you Grandfather now?
Now that we know
Oh, good
how-
lord. Okay, let me go see what you guys are talking about. I was asking about powers, and I said I wanted to never die, and Mike Shaw said that sounded so terrible based on his experience only after 30. Is that really all this is about? Let's see, emotional maturation is not emotionless. You should play a game called Torment, Smitty, if that's your opinion. But basically, the only way that immortality would be useful is if you could somehow stop the aging process. Otherwise, it would be like the most cruel thing ever. Because eventually you lose control of everything, and if you had to live like that forever, that would fucking suck.
The body slid down. We're just one step away from the culprit.
And that's the thing that sucks once you get past 30 is you start to see things slowly starting to go and slowly getting worse, etc. Yeah, so nah. Immortality only counts if you can stop aging somehow. Yeah, that's why you see most of the gods are always young, they're never old. You know, they're always frozen at being young. Anyways, let me get
Now
back
that we
here.
know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit. Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
The culprits.
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit, huh?
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Mew.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion. Aside from you, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Samugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
That's real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Ooh, you got me.
That's right, 5 suspects. Me, Sumigi, Gonta, Kokichi, and Kaito. We don't know enough to name the culprit yet, but one of them is suspicious. When we were talking about the rooftop, they clearly lied. But what reason would they have to lie? I need to press that information before making any judgments. No. No. Kaito, did you lie about something on the roof?
Oh no!
Shit, I was ready to choose Kaito. I don't remember anyone lying. Who was fucking lying? This guy? Or Gonta?
It's you!
I don't think it's him. Yeah, we'll see.
There's something I need to know.
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
Yeah, that's a good point, Cheek.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting. I missed that. It's probably because we were talking about 3D. It all began when Miyu showed us the map. That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
It was that testimony that bothered me.
What the fuck? Well, that was out of nowhere. Why the fuck are we playing this? Shit. It all began when Miyu showed us the map. I don't understand why this would be a guess. Yeah, okay. By the way, Smitty, it's fine if you want to discuss that. I didn't have a problem with it. I was just trying to figure out why there was like such long things going, and I was like, who's he talking to? Like, I just want to make sure there wasn't like an argument going on that I wasn't aware of, and people start to get mad, you know? What is this? Oh shit, it's not that. I'm not even reading. That's why it feels like this game is just kind of here for no reason right now. That's why it's so awkward. Anyways, it's just... I don't know if we'll be able to do this. Nope. GG, I finally lost at this game. How about that? We were all just talking about how great Shuichi is. I believe I lost on this stupid Tetris game. Alright, now it could be anywhere. Oh, Sheik, I hate this game. Stupid color puzzle bullshit. I don't even know what that says. Oh, if only that was pink.
I see it! When you were explaining that the door to the roof was locked, you said...
Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting.
But later, you said...
Since the mansion was on the top of the hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope. And the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof.
That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there. Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Wow, it's really gonna be Kokichi? We can finally get rid of this annoying motherfucker? Please let it be him.
Huh? What?
Please let it be him. Please let it be him.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
I didn't. I already told you that before.
What's he doing?
Why you look so nervous?
Is this a sincere reaction?
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. Wait, I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
What the fuck?
Is this a sincere reaction?
At started the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks. Ooh, you so clumsy, girl! Gotta be more careful there, Himiko!
Is it my fault?
Himiko really say that?
She totally said that!
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She did not.
She did too.
Then when? Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
What a worthless fight!
Alright. If you guys don't mind, if you guys are gonna get inflamed about arguing about immortality, something that doesn't exist anyways, can you at least take it to Tells or something? Because, you know, I don't want the whole chat being, like, taken up by this. Anyone that's involved in the conversation, please just take it to Tells. Let's focus on something else.
Stop it, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Yeah, grandfather. Stop them before your grandkid is born.
I'm not gonna apologize, because Himiko said it!
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
I don't remember Himiko saying that, but I haven't been paying attention the whole trial. We don't have time for this. But Kokichi is stubborn. He won't fess up no matter what. But if he's being stubborn, it makes me think he has something to hide. To get him to show his hand, I have to prove he was on the roof. I might not like it, but I have to be aggressive. If we don't get the whole truth now, everyone's lives are in danger. Why is Kaito looking all sweaty? I thought we were gonna do the argument consensus thing. I kinda like that game.
I didn't go to the roof!
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying! The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it!
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars burn in hell, you know.
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
That's fine, because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so nervous?
Kokichi's lying for sure, but if he keeps throwing lies at me, I have to fight it with fire. Ah, fuck, I gotta lie.
I didn't...
Okay, what are we lying about?
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying!
Cell phone. What would you lie about with the cell phone? Nah.
The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it!
So what did Kokichi do?
Oh, he wouldn't know that there's a lock on the roof if he never went on the other side. But how would I prove that?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars burn in hell, you know.
He did know about the cell phone, but I think we talked about it in the case. Yeah, I know that's his alibi, but it also says,
If you're lying...
Kokichi agreed to meet up with Miyu on top of the roof, but because the door to the rooftop was locked, he couldn't. Because of that, he returned to the salon. So I'm thinking you can say that there was no lock on the roof?
I'll set your pants on fire!
Possibly.
That's fine, because I'm not lying!
Then why do you look so nervous?
I didn't go to the roof!
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying! The rooftop door was locked.
Oh,
What did Kokichi do?
That took damage for that too. That fucking thing appeared out of nowhere. Hey, dude. Oh, it's back.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And the whole time, you know.
What the hell, you know?
That's fine because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so nervous?
Okay, I gotta wait for the stupid thing.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was open it.
Oh, it goes behind both. Shit. How am I gonna do that?
And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know.
Okay, I know, huh?
You know?
I'm not lying.
Then why do you...
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was open it.
Ow, how'd that miss? Oh my god, dude. I've missed with the suicide bullet 3 times. It fucking had a weird angle there.
In hell, you know.
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
That's fine because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so...
Okay, come on.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was open it.
Shit, I almost had it there. Okay, I think I know what I have to do, but I gotta, like, be more patient.
On the whole time, you know.
There's, like, a very small window.
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
That's fine because I'm not lying. I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked.
What? Did I not make the lie bullet? I didn't make the lie bullet, did I? Fuck, I'm a dumbass. Okay.
I didn't go to the roof.
Your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was couldn't open it.
That doesn't work? That one should work. Okay, I gotta be looking at something else to lie about.
I was wrong.
Hey, let me let it play through.
I didn't go to the roof.
Monokuma file, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Okay, that's not it. Small bottle of poison, which I doubt. Yeah, it's not that. Loud noise. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. So we could say that we heard his voice, maybe? The bold word is what needs to be hit. Okay, Sheik. Don't spoil the answer for me, but just know, did I hit that thing with the lie bullet correctly? It wasn't that I just fucking missed it somehow, like it bounced off something. Because if not, then I'll try that again, but I don't think it's this lie with Kokichi's alibi. What about this cell phone? Let's see. Found near the ground, blah blah blah. It can also be used to force someone else to log in. I did hit it, so that was definitely wrong. So what am I supposed to hit then?
Lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
Either that or there's something else there.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course.
So
And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Oh, what if... You think Kokichi could have got the cell phone somehow? No, because he didn't log up. Unless there was an error, but it probably wasn't.
Liars burn in hell, you know.
Okay.
You're lying! I'll set your pants up!
That's fine, because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so nervous?
Okay, I think I know what it is. We'll say that someone else saw him outside of the...
Go to the roof!
The, Maki.
Enough of your lies, man.
Or someone, we'll say we saw him outside the salon.
The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it!
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the...
I always know the truth.
Well, that's silly.
Kokichi, you're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
Why do you want Sandy, Smitty?
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you. But you weren't there.
What? Really?
I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
I see. You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi?
Alright, Smitty, I'll give you a little. You do have a point there. Just a bit, though, okay?
So who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
I believe Shuichi 100%.
The one who's not Kokichi.
100 house points. No, Himiko points to Shuichi.
But to go to the salon, Shuichi would need to pass by me in the dining room. I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there. Oh well, I'll believe Shuichi anyway. He's usually right about stuff.
Hey, what does he say? House points?
But to go to the salon, Shuichi would need to pass by me in the dining room.
100 house points. No, Himiko points to Shuichi.
Sorry, but I'm going to believe Shuichi too.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around.
Oh, Slytherin.
That's what happens to liars like you.
Slytherin.
Why do you guys hate lies that much?
I was kidding, Smitty. I wanted you to react to the 500
There's only one
points.
truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people. If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
You're going
Spit
insane.
it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Miu?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably...
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Revenge?
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi.
Great. It's gonna be Kaito.
I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
Oh?
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Confess.
A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
I came up with a plan after Miu asked me to meet up with her. She asked me pretty eagerly, too, so I decided to pry some info out of her. She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock.
Sheik, did you really just say all that just for the confessing window? What the fuck?
Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder.
I was expecting like some weird tension change or like his character would completely change, but no, confession window, okay.
So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
You work together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting. It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
You added a motive? Then the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
No fair! Monokuma can't take sides!
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge. Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
What?
Huh?
What did you...
Wait! When did Gonta kill Mew?
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta? Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not.
It's my turn now!
I have the debate with her, not me. Fuck.
The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a duo to end this killing game. As the Killing Game Busters!
What busters?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with the murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
Gonta what?
Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
'Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth! He's not someone who lies all the time like you!
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Yeah, not after insect meet and greet incident.
It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime!
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth!
Cut that out! Told you it's not gonna work!
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
Doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
What?
Going to not understand what's going on, but still. Going to not kill Mew. Going to really not know anything. And also, going to not tell lies. And going to not make trouble for others. 'Cause that's not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
I already used my magic to check. Gonta's definitely not lying.
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
You, of course!
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Mew.
There's already proof?
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why I can't be the culprit!
What the fuck? I know why. Exclamation insanity.
I am not the culprit.
What the fuck?
Didn't I prove that to you guys already? The clue is how Mew is killed.
Mew got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me!
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling her.
See, I told you I'm not the culprit.
How'd you arrive at that conclusion?
Alright.
I am not the culprit. Didn't I already? The clue is how Mew is killed.
Strangled.
There was the murder.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? That would have been impossible for someone as weak as me!
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly.
She couldn't struggle much.
So you could have kept strangling.
That's what I get for taking the extra shot.
I am not the culprit. Did I prove that to you guys already? The clue is how Mew is killed.
It's funny how my accuracy goes down the more of those there are.
There was the murder weapon.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? That would have been impossible for someone as weak as me!
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly.
She couldn't struggle much.
So you could have... Problem. That's wrong.
You got the weapon right?
Actually, maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle Mew.
That's true, you did.
Why wasn't it possible?
Anyone else gets toilet paper?
Mew modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
Huh?
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting.
I bet you Miyu would have liked that if someone came behind her and strangled her.
I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
What?
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Which means, as long as she died from strangulation, it couldn't have been me.
Wait! What if it was something besides strangulation then? Like,
There's no doubt Miu was strangled. We already discussed this.
Kaito is really desperate to make me the culprit. No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Miu is Gonta Gokuhara! This is the truth you all adore so much.
no! Gonta not kill Miu!
Smitty, there was a thing on the poison
You gotta believe Gonta!
that,
Gonta would never hurt anyone!
it would make your eyes
I
bloodshot.
believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone.
So, her eyes weren't bloodshot.
There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
Unless that's a lie somehow.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
Of course! Who'd believe a liar like him? He's lying about Gonta being the culprit, so there's no point talking about it.
I don't know about that. If we want the truth, we might have to ask him uncomfortable questions.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
Right, Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
Huh? I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective, I know we can't solve this case with belief alone.
Huh?
It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off. We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
Too bad, Kaito. Looks like Shuichi agrees with me.
No, I'm not trying to...
Oh, the irony! It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
That's not it, Kokichi.
Yeah, I thought objects
I'm
don't
just
break,
trying to
though.
make sure that everyone
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit. Please, believe Gonta.
We might as well discuss it.
What?
As a precautionary measure, that's all. I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime.
The physics, yeah, I get that part,
Only
Chief.
then can we arrive at a logical decision.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes.
Honestly, Gonto should have never gone anywhere with Shuichi in the first fucking place.
One Truth Special! Sorry to ruin this tense moment, but you guys seem pretty evenly split right now.
Yeah, look what we're doing.
So, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
So we're gonna do that again?
Shuichi, why? Why don't you understand? You're my sidekick, aren't you?
Kaito.
Of course I want to believe Gonta. I don't want to think that he killed someone. But as the ultimate detective, I can't turn away from the truth. I need to find the truth. I don't know, like, I like the game chic, but I don't think it's, like, super fun or anything. It's just, like, basic movement. But it's all good. If you like it, go for it. Why not? I like it, though. It's fun. It's just not the best thing ever.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
Kokichi, don't you realize these so-called sweethearts
Oh, fuck
commit
it.
crimes too?
I got the wrong thing.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Kokichi, don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Would Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
I'm gonna have to do this again, so...
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kibo! That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Mew.
Oh, I got that wrong, too.
That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta not kill Mew! Honest!
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
When we aren't consistent, our position looks weak. We have to face the truth, even if we don't want to. We have to defend the
Are you
points.
saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I got this! I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Kokichi, don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Would Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kokichi, I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Mew.
Kibo! That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta not kill Mew! Honest!
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
Yeah, I know everyone's on Gonta's side, huh? You can't blame him.
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss it.
That's ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
Kokichi's such a bastard.
That's not it at all. I just want the truth. If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
Out of love with him.
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
But didn't I tell you guys already? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically.
Oh, it's cool. In the first game, Smitty, Hino was my wife up until Trial 4. Then I was like, fuck this. Stupid motherfucker.
Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit. That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this! Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
I'm glad I hope you survive, Bunny.
Logical arguments?
We're all human, remember that.
It means use your head to make arguments.
Use head?
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't!
Yeah, Nagito's worst character of all time.
But Gonta really not know.
I can't believe he got his own game.
I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know!
I'm never playing
God,
that.
why are you so dumb?
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop.
Hey! Now that's just bullying.
Bullying? Yeah, so what? That's what you do in this game, right? You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people?
No, I never ganged up.
No, he doesn't know it'd be.
Argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
Stop what? You mean stop the game? Hey, do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it? I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level.
Oh, that's a low blow right there. Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
Wait. If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
Maki, please, calm down.
Nah, fucking kill him.
Sorry. It Gonta's fault everyone's so upset. But Gonta telling truth! Gonta really not culprit! Cause Gonta not know anything! Really!
Cut it out already! That's all you've been saying this whole time!
Kakarot.
Everyone needs to cut it out.
Sounds like a Dragon Ball Z character right there. My power level. Oh, you've been saying this time. That's true about Gonta.
You're the one that needs to cut it out.
The whole time Gonta's been saying he doesn't know anything. Gonta not understand or Miyu like this when Gonta wake up. Gonta was sleeping too, had strange dream. Gonta not understand anything. Gonta not know murder already happened when Gonta wake up. But why this happened? Why Miyu killed? Gonta not understand. Gonta not understand anything. Because Gonta have no idea what he's talking about. But when exactly did he start using that defense?
That's it!
That's it. It was after he logged out, that means.
Did Gonta get into an accident in the virtual world?
Accident?
The accident that hurt Gonta, that was. Well, fuck. The loud noise. Avatar error. Gonta killed her by taking a shit. Maybe it's us. Yep.
Oh no!
Gonta's avatar. This one?
This is it! When we logged into the virtual world, an avatar user error occurred.
Some sort of avatar user error occurred when you all logged in the first time. An error? The contents of this error are unknown, so I can't provide any details, but something strange definitely happened to someone's avatar when you all logged in.
An avatar user error? Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
That's what I thought at first, but I think it's because of the error.
What you mean?
If that air is what's affecting Gonta, it's making him forgetful and loopy. Then what was the air? What could it have been? If the cables were switched. Oh, for fuck's sake, why can't I just say it? What was it called? Plugged connection? I don't know. Wires. M. Eight letters. Has to be a vowel. We'll go with O. Nope. E. M-E. What the fuck is M-E? Monokuma? M-E-R. M-E-Y. And I hate trying to figure this shit out. Memory loss, okay.
I believe it's possible that Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
Huh?
He doesn't remember.
You started saying, "I don't know anything," after leaving the virtual world. I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
How would Gonta get up there?
Oh, that's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual world.
Shut up, you fucking framed him.
Not even killing Mew.
What? That's ridiculous! Quit screwing around!
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's just confused.
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
He put the wrong wire
Or
in.
no memory. Gonta never hurt anyone.
No way Gonta's the culprit!
Eh, for fuck's sake.
Gonta never hurt anyone.
Remember because
Doesn't remember
Gonta wants to keep everyone safe.
You did it, but you don't
you would
remember
never
doing
kill
it,
a
right?
friend.
If there was a glitch,
Gonta is gentlemen. Gentlemen, protect
should have
friends.
affected all of us.
That's what's up
Your
with
lies aren't protecting anyone.
But because we're all
Gonta
okay,
killed
Gonta not lying.
that means there was no...
Leave Gonta.
What? That didn't work? Oh, this motherfucker. God damn it, Gonta. Wow. He fucking yelled like right at the last second.
Gonta never hurt anyone.
Remember because
Keep everyone.
You did it, but you don't remember
never
doing
kill
it.
a friend.
Gonta is gentlemen. Gentlemen, protect friends.
affected all of us.
That's what's up.
Your lies aren't protecting anyone.
Gonta not lying.
That means there was no...
Gonta swim.
I heard it!
Alright, Panda, take care, dude.
The cause of the error that affected Gonta's avatar is the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
You like that? Lined it up. Put the red consciousness cord in the right port and the blue memory cord in the left port. Out of curiosity, what happens if you switch the chords? I don't know, I've never done anything like that before. Probably gets all glitchy or something.
I think that Gonta messed up something with the chords, causing the error.
Why would you have to plug in two different
If he
things?
mixed the consciousness and memory chords, then there'd be an error with memory. Like an error that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world?
What?
Gonta, do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the chords?
How would they know
Gonta's
that?
supposed to remember that.
Yeah, how would they know that?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over. Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
Oh, but Gonta hold chopsticks with this hand.
Oh god.
That's your left hand!
What?
Looks like it's decided!
What's decided? He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
Gonta not remember. Gonta not even go to this virtual world place.
What?
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on. When Gonta wake up, Mew dead. Gonta not know what happened. So, Gonta worry. Gonta not understand what everyone talking about.
Here's your quote, Bunny.
No! It can't be!
But Gonta try his best to understand. Gonta imagine real hard.
How would Shuichi know?
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
Or he fucking did on purpose somehow?
Know what?
Because he couldn't plan for that.
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
Of course.
Wait a minute! That lie! Gonta not kill Mew! Why would Gonta do that?
Yeah, it's a lie! I'll never accept this! And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Mew!
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
And I'm saying I don't believe you!
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it out?
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
Nope! Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blackened!
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder.
But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Hold on! That hasn't been decided yet!
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already!
I care about the motive!
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial. Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination.
Good. I thought he was running the game.
Means Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right?
Me?
Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right?
Me?
And you don't want that, do you? Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around! I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit!
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list.
Why are we doing that?
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki. Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
The reason Kibo, Himiko, and Maki can be eliminated as suspects. They couldn't access the crime scene.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Mew could pass through the wall. The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it. Kaito is the next one off our suspect list. And you know why, right?
He got logged out.
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
Mew logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Mew's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects. Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off. But what's the reason for that?
Tsumugi and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
Both of you heard Mew hitting the chapel wall, right? The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Mew down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit.
But how did Gonta get down?
That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
Well, that was like a rather vague way to put that answer
If we
there.
touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
But why would he strangle her?
So then, it's down to one person.
With toilet paper.
And who was that again?
Oh, poor Gonta.
Well, who is it?
He's gonna get executed for something he doesn't
Don't
remember.
answer, Shuichi!
Holy
You don't need
shit.
to answer that!
Whoa.
This is all Kokichi's trap!
There's only one suspect left. Only one person could have done this. It was fucking Mew herself. Just kidding. There she is. Skyday. Oh, Gonta. Shit. I feel bad. I thought you said the trial gets good, Sheik. What the fuck?
It's Gonta.
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for.
That's a
The thing
violent.
you guys wanted so badly, a truth without any lies.
Vegeta, what's his power level?
Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara!
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy.
You shouldn't have fucking gone with him in the first place.
Everything. So, oh well.
You know Kokichi's an idiot.
A culprit who
Or an
can't remember
asshole.
their murder is pretty interesting.
So no one should have gone with him.
Better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito. I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions
You want
to
proof? I've got your proof. After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
Oh, Shuichi and Tsumugi. Gonta, did you see Kibo around here anywhere? No, Gonta not see him.
Gonta. Kokichi said it himself. When Miu's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof.
But he didn't remember.
Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
Then maybe he jumped off the roof.
Why is the game giving us hope?
It's not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right? If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
What? Really?
Oh. It would have been so nice if that were the truth. Ah, fuck. If Kaito were right and this horrible trial would just end. But...
No, that's wrong.
What?
Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Huh?
Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
oh god, Sheik, why are you typing that?
I know how you feel. I know because we all feel it. But we have to face the truth.
I gotta make that one of my chat rules. No Nagito quotes.
How cruel that truth may be, we need to face it.
I can't believe
To
people actually
survive.
like him.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Kaito, please.
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that just a lie?
Fucker, you did it yourself.
Kaito!
Fine then! I'll tear that sorry reasoning of yours apart and wake you up!
I can't doubt my work as detective work now. I want us all to survive. I can't back down. Wait, what? We're fighting him? Why are we fighting him? Shouldn't it be Gonta? Oh, I guess because Gonta doesn't remember. Yeah, whatever.
I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? He's not the kind of guy who kills someone. Don't you know that about him by now? I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? He's not the kind of guy who kills someone. Don't you damn it!
What's up with the
Why
alien?
won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, damn it! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit?
And filled.
Accuse him, huh? Keep saying this, the truth that. There's a reason Gota's not the cult. Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us. Remember how Gota's always tried to protect us.
I know, dude, I know.
Still want to accuse him, huh? Say the truth this, the truth that. There's a reason Gota's not the cult. Who do you want to believe? Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop!
It ends here!
Damn it!
You finally get some man stripping there.
The toilet paper we found outside the mansion. That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
Yeah.
The toilet paper?
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else.
Why did he drop it?
Not at the scene of the crime, nor on Miu's body. It was outside the mansion.
Hold on. If they use the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to. I know because I investigated the roof.
The telescope.
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
Of course I am! I'm gonna believe in Gota till the very end!
No, there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied to.
What?
Smitty, you still hanging out? Yes, the place the toilet paper was tied to. Ta-da!
There! The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet paper could have been tied there.
Fuck, my stream went over midnight again.
However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there. They just hung it.
It's farming time, Sheik.
And then used the doubled up toilet paper to climb down. But in that case, they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
Green corn.
Yep, that's correct. Because I came up with that idea. But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom. Oh, I guess he ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by.
Nah, Linky hasn't been here. He lurks, because you know how it says, even if you're not watching the stream, open a tab and support me, so he's been really good about that. But he's not watching the game because he wants to play it, so... He'll start watching again after I'm done with this. So that's part of the reason I'm trying to beat this so fast, because I miss him. He should have just kept it with himself. Whatever.
But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom. Oh, I guess he ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by.
So he knows he committed murder.
Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
I thought it was like an accident, like, hey, go push her down the roof or something.
Appear to be settled.
Fuck.
That... it's...
So, it's true. Going to really kill Miu.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta. Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
But why did Gonta do such a terrible thing?
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop. I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get him to confess, it's me. Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay?
No, for fuck's sake.
When you're convinced, you just let me know, alright? Let's end this together.
Okay.
Wow. I actually have feelings for Gonta now. How about that? Alright. The color cord of the carpet stick in the panel. What did Miyu bring from Shuichi's lab? What was posted at the entrance hall of the mansion in the virtual world? What did Miyu do when the others left for the mansion? Who was investigating the rooftop? Oh shit, I didn't see that one. Okay, that was over here. What object did Miyu use when she got to the mansion? What was the weapon that Miyu brought to kill Kokichi? Who was logged out against their will? What did the culprit use to strangle Miyu? To move the body off the roof, what was taken out of the storage room? Yep. You don't get to this without it being concrete, so...
This is the truth of the case! The case began last night. After being convinced by Mew, we all logged into the virtual world. To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device.
I forgot that you named your dog Dog Meat, Smitty. That's so awesome. Half Fallout for the win.
So, we all plugged those cords into our helmets and entered the virtual world. But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar.
Yeah.
As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world.
To be honest, I think Panda knew the answer already. He probably looked it up. Because he was like, which one's Gonta?
Possible that this had an effect on their avatar's personality as well.
Oh, well.
Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder.
On his
But
personality.
we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one. Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in. She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison.
Well, that and he hadn't watched any of the games and he showed up for the murder and he knew who killed who. But I was just like, whatever.
This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned.
Wow, she had my
The
poison
reason Mew modified the simulator
between her
and brought us
boobs.
to the virtual world
What up?
was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world. After we had all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to lock out. Objects are unbreakable. Your avatars use all 5 senses. She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall.
Chapter 5 is good.
But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her scheme. The very person Mew was trying to kill, Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case. Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside,
Fuck Nagito.
we were already working together to execute the murder. Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel. Mew had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world. Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion, while Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew investigated the chapel. Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At the chapel, Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside. She chased after our group while we were heading toward the mansion.
Zoom.
Once she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river. This was to trick us into thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Mew's pranks. That's why we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world.
I'd pick Chiaki.
We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues. Kokichi searched the salon. Kaito searched the roof. Tsumugi searched the dining room. I searched the kitchen. And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion. Around that time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel. She passed through the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi. You see, the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself. This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through. And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object.
It's a max of 1,000, Smitty.
That was the hidden route she prepared for herself.
A good try.
She set up a wall that only she could pass through. Mew headed toward the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way. When she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone. She didn't tell us that there was another way to log out. Then, she spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log out. It was Kaito who was on the roof at the time. The same roof where Kokichi and Mew were going to meet. By having Kaito search the roof and then forcing him to log out, she was making him look the most suspicious, but her plan didn't go smoothly. Kokichi was waiting on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew.
Jack.
While Mew was distracted by Kokichi,
Nah, dude.
the culprit snuck up from behind.
Genocide Jack? No, fuck no. As much as I like playing her, Toko's personality is totally pisses me off, and obviously dealing with like a serial killer. Like basically, Byakuya does it right. If you're gonna be with her, make her like a completely submissive fucking thrall that also happens to be a killer. That's like literally as much of an asshole as Byakuya is, he did that right, because holy shit, dude, trying to have a relationship with her. Mopey fan, madam. I don't know who my second would be. I'd have to think about that. I was pretty high on the nurse before she went kind of crazy go nuts.
And used the toilet paper from the mansion's bathroom to strangle Mew.
Mikan.
This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable.
A little bit of Sayaka. But she probably would have just sacrificed me for her career. And
Mew's
then
avatar was strangled to death, and the shock killed Mew in the real world.
oh, in the first game.
After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof.
If only Sakura looked like a normal girl.
As soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion.
Cause who the fuck wouldn't want that, you know, otherwise. Crazy waifu
The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room
who fights in a skirt.
and placed Mew's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone. The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope. With a body on top of it, the lattice became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof. It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel and we heard in the mansion. Mew's wall hid the fact that the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other. That's why Tsumugi and I were able to hear the crash from the mansion. As the final step, The culprit had to then get off the roof.
I still don't know how we heard Kiba.
As we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen. So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof and used it like a rope to climb down. Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion.
Yeah.
In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby.
Should have tossed it off.
Without that one little mistake, we might never have solved this case because the culprit doesn't remember.
Oh no, you didn't win. Now what, Smitty?
This is the truth you've forgotten, Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist.
Oh, Gonta's gonna die, huh?
Gonta, this is the truth we've reached.
Sorry. Gonta not really understand, 'cause Gonta not smart boy. But if everyone agree, then everyone probably right.
Alright, Smitty, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, dude.
Trust everyone.
I'll come watch your stream again.
Gonta.
Take care.
Why? Going to kill Mew. Forget everything. Going to even think he not do anything bad. And then going to try to blame someone else and make everyone suffer. Why? Why go to do such terrible thing?
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Huh? I totally didn't trick him. Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
But is this the right answer? We're not being fooled by Kokichi?
For once, I wish that we were.
Huh? Wrapping things up already? What a buzzkill of an ending! It lacks the rush of previous voting times. Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
It's just as well. This killing game is a bad influence on the baby.
Oh my, Monotaru. You're even starting to look like a father.
Yeah! I gotta get my act together for the baby.
Now then, pull yourselves together and let's begin! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off!
We need Monodam back.
Voting time!
Monodam, we need you. Fucking Kaide, you did it. So there ends up being all 4 assholes on the top. That's funny. It's like playing bingo. We're going for a full wipe.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
Kaito voted for Kokichi.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong wrong one.
Bad programming. Oh, that was fucked up. What was this one? I fucking hit the wrong button. Oh well.
Absolutely right.
Well, look at that. You voted correctly. Congratulations, you guys.
Let me hear your joyful voices.
Give yourself a hand.
Let me hear your joyful voices.
Damn.
Why?
Wah!
Jeez, they're all just moping around. They should be happy for themselves. I know, I'm super happy. Hey, what should we name the kid? Good question. We should prepare 6 names.
Yay!
What? We're having sextuplets? I'm so happy I might go crazy. I would kill myself if I had 6 children at once.
And another thing.
Hey, Kokichi, you said this would liven things up. What gives, huh?
Here.
You said that you were gonna liven up the killing game in the class trial. And I said I'd put the motive and the secret of the outside world into the killing game simulator. That was just a lie.
Oh.
So it was just a lie.
What was that?
You just laughed it off.
Hey,
Are you satisfied, Kokichi? I want you to tell us. What is the outside world? Is it the motive you gave Gonta? I planned to explain all of that, but it's more like, how do I say it? You guys are just gonna assume it's a lie if you hear it from my cute lips.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, then let's have Gonta explain.
Huh?
Gonta.
please stop!
Gonta doesn't remember anything. How can you expect him to?
All right.
No. I don't want to fucking go back in there. Okay.
Huh? Because?
Why don't we ask Gonta in the virtual world?
But
But going back to the virtual world is... There's a much easier way than that pain in the ass method.
Gonta's memories didn't transfer over, so they're still in the virtual world as data. I can combine Gonta's consciousness from his last login with that leftover memory data. Ta-da! Alter Ego Gonta is now complete.
Oh. This should be fun.
Alter ego?
Basically, it's a separate Gonta that only exists in virtual space. If we listen to what he says, we should be able to find out what happened in that world.
Alter Ego Gonta gets to keep existing, huh? That's crazy.
Huh? What this? What happening? Huh?
Is this Gonta?
Huh?
Is this Gonta?
What's that mean?
What sort of phenomenon is this? What did you do?
Hey,
Relax, Himiko. It's not magic and it's not a trick. Alter Ego Gonta is just a computer simulation. It's just imitating Gonta's thought patterns. It's actually very different from the real Gonta. Gonta not to understand who this alter ego person.
now then.
See, it's even stupid, just like real Gonta. You can hardly tell the difference. Plus, he's got Gonta's memories of the virtual world, so he should remember what happened.
Please.
Then, other Gonta, tell Gonta.
Why?
Why did Gonta kill Miu? Kill Miu? Why does other Gonta know about?
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, our plan failed. You can tell them the truth now.
Oh. Gonta.
Then Gonta no could save everyone?
Huh?
Save everyone.
Gonta don't know.
Hey, answer Gonta. Why did Gonta kill Miu?
Wrong.
Gonta just want to save everyone. He wanted to save everyone.
that's
Gonta, what do you mean?
Gonta!
Think for a long time, how can Gonta be useful for everyone? Gonta not smart enough to help with trials. Gonta strong, but no can fight exiles. Gonta feel frustrated because Gonta no could do anything. Gonta understand how this Gonta feels.
Yeah.
Technically, they are the same person.
But...
So that's why Gonta think he have to do it for everyone's sake. Gonta think he gotta do it because everyone else not want to.
Gonta!
So Gonta kill Miu.
What?
What do you mean by that? I don't get it at all.
Oof.
Jeez, Gonta's bad at explaining as always. I guess I'll have to help. So if you remember what happened at that time... No, we shouldn't, if we want to prevent another murder from happening. Yoink! I'll take that card key then. Kokichi used his Leaf body to take advantage and took the card key from Monokuma.
Huh?
That card key, so you used it.
Yeah.
After working tirelessly, I finally found the door for the card key. After opening it, I saw the outside world.
What?
The outside world?
What?
That was Monokuma's motive? But why would seeing the outside world be a motive? I'll tell you guys in a second, but that was when I found out about Miyu's plan. And it hit me. If I combined the two, then I'd be able to save everyone.
Please wait.
Save everyone? What do you mean?
Hey.
Hey now, you gotta listen to everything I say first. Anyways, that's when I made the deal with Monokuma if we livened up the killing game. And he would let me use the outside world as a motive again.
Huh?
Again.
In other words...
Let me chime in. The motive keycard that Kokichi nabbed was the right to view the outside world. But even though he saw the outside world, he didn't try to use it for the killing game. That disappointed me, but then Kokichi suggested that we reuse the motive.
Yeah!
He said we should bring back the right to view the outside world one more time. And I decided to run with that idea. So I loaded a flashback light with memories of the outside world and put it in the simulation.
Huh?
Memories of the outside world in a flashback light?
What?
The secret of the outside world in the virtual world was about the flashback light?
You know?
And if it was the flashback light, it would mean the secrets of the outside world is part of our forgotten memories.
Huh?
What are you saying?
Wait,
But why would anything about the outside world be a motive in the first place?
Incomprehensible.
What's going on here?
Oh?
Huh? You can't remember? Okay, fine.
You get it?
Let's talk about the motive later. We have to finish up this case first. Monokuma hid the flashback light in the simulator, but I knew where it was hidden. And I showed it to Gonta in the virtual world.
hey!
Hey, you even knew where it was hidden? That's not fair.
To tell you the truth,
Whoa, I just placed it. I never actually said I hid it.
too bad.
If anyone had asked, I'd have gladly told you where it was. It's a little late for that.
Always messing around.
So Gonta was exposed to the flashback light. Yeah, when Kokichi and Gonta leave together. But Gonta can watch Kokichi, so he not do anything weird. Gonta, you're so sweet, but I knew you'd say that. Even without your ridiculous physical strength, as long as you're selfless and courageous, you'd make a terrific bodyguard. Bodyguard. With you by my side, I know I'll be safe from any trap. Okay then, let's go. Ah wait, Kokichi. It okay, leave it to Gonta. Gonta keep eye on Kokichi.
Could it be?
Was Kokichi trying to lure Gonta off by himself?
Maybe.
The only person I entrusted with the secret of the outside world was Gonta.
Gonta!
After that, Gonta get taken to forest near mansion. Is this flashback light? It looks like it. Maybe the secret of the outside world is hidden in it. We gotta tell everyone. Wait. Are you sure you want to believe a liar like me so easily? Huh? This might be a trap, you know? Shouldn't you check if I'm lying first? I mean, you want to protect everyone, right? This is the perfect time to do it. Protect everyone.
How'd this happen?
And there, Gonta remembers secret of outside world. But that just confused Gonta more about what to do. What can Gonta do to save everyone? Gonta no could think of anything. So I told him, if he wants to save everyone, he should put everyone out of their misery. In other words, a mercy kill.
What did you say?
No way!
Was Gonta tricked?
Wrong.
No, you not tricked. Because when Gonta remembers secret of outside world, Gonta think it would be easier to die. Remember what everyone said at the beginning? That this academy is hell? Gonta agree. Academy that forces students to be part of killing game is hell. So everyone think they want to escape this place, right? But if it's still hell outside, what do we do?
Huh?
What do you mean, Gonta? Inside is hell, outside is hell. What should Gonta and friends live for?
How'd this happen?
And everyone who died, what did they die for? It's hell outside and hell inside.
But...
And then Kokichi tell me, best way to save everyone from hell is to put them out of their misery while they still not know. And only one who could do such dirty work is Gonta.
Yeah.
That's right, the only way you could save everyone is to free them from this hell. Gonta took on the dirty work for us. If he had survived the class trial, he would have lived in this hell alone.
Get it?
Gonta took on that role for us. Shouldn't we appreciate him a little more? Fucking Kokichi, dude.
Hold on!
Wait a minute, I still don't get what's happening. What outside world are you talking about? It's hell out there? What do you mean? What did Kokichi and Gonta see? What did we forget?
Hey!
Hurry up and tell us, or we won't be able to understand it.
Right?
Gonta, what pushed you to do such a thing?
Please.
Answer, Gonta.
Sorry.
Gonta no can tell you.
Why?
Can't tell us why. Because if Gonta tell you, then everyone will end up like Gonta. Everyone despair.
Huh?
Despair? I know it. A despair that makes you want to die. A despair that makes you want to put everyone out of their misery. Did you think the kind Gonta would tell you about such despair from his own mouth? But now we don't know any more than when we started. Now you know how Gonta and I formed the killing game Busters, right? Then can't you accept everything about the case? You can imagine the rest, right? I used Miyu's plan and turned it against her. I hid Gonta away from sight, where Miyu and I were supposed to meet. Huh? Kaito's not here. Yeah, you're right. Oh man, I'm honored that you asked to meet up with you, Miyu. Is this a booty call? Or are you here to kill me? So you figured it out, but there's nothing you can do. You can't resist me, I made sure of it when I programmed your settings. Uh-oh, guess I'm in trouble now. I'm sorry, but you should just give up. This is my only chance. I have no choice but to do this. My inventions will change the world. They'll make the world a better place. It's my duty as the genius inventor, so I can't afford to die here. Sorry, Gonta's so sorry. Don't be sorry, Gonta. She was trying to kill me, too. She said it was for the world or whatever, but that's just a poor excuse. We're doing this to stop the vicious cycle of misery, so you don't need to apologize. But... Gonta's sorry. Gonta's so sorry, Miyu. I already said you don't need to apologize. We had to do this for everyone's sake.
It can't be.
Gonta would never.
By the way.
You should know that it was Gonta's idea to slide the body into the chapel wall.
Huh?
What? Gonta idea?
Gonta!
Before Gonta went to roof, he happened to see Miyu walk through the wall. Gonta tell Kokichi and he think of everything else.
But...
Gonta gave me that chance, I like to think. We made a pretty good team.
Stop it!
Good, what's good about that? You're the worst. That's whole story. That's everything that happened.
Well...
So in the end, you don't plan to tell us the secret of the outside of the world?
Sorry.
Gonta no can tell you that.
Always messing around.
Well, I mean, hearing that story, it sounds like you were tricked by Kokichi.
How can this be?
But Gonta did kill Miyu. Gonta really did that.
Sorry.
Sorry, everyone. Gonta's so sorry. Gonta. But Gonta's plan to save everyone failed. What's wrong? What's wrong, Shuichi? Your shoulder hurts? Gonta not save anyone. Gonta just make everyone suffer more.
Gonta, idiot!
Gonta is stupid, so stupid. How can Gonta call himself gentleman? Everyone, please forgive him. Gonta tried to save us all from despair by taking the sin of the killing us. But you reached for the truth and Gonta's plan failed. All of you could have been saved if you died without knowing anything, but you're the one who fucking told everybody. That's fucking idiot, dude. So you're saying it was wrong to fight for the truth?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. At least Gonta and I think so. You should have all died ignorant. Gonta even killed Miyu for that sake, you know?
Don't screw around!
Enough of your shit, you made him kill her.
Please stop!
No, Gonta is bad. Because Gonta killed someone. Gonta is murderer, it's true. Yes, Gonta make everyone suffer, that is true. It seems like, since Monokuma killed Alter Ego in the first game, he should just kill the Alter Ego in this game. But whatever. Sorry, Gonta is sorry he fell everyone. Gonta is sorry for being stupid. Gonta is sorry he make everyone suffer. Gonta is so sorry. We get it, you don't need to apologize anymore. You're probably all thinking that I should have taken the dirty work and not Gonta, right? Everyone hates me, so the role of the villain is perfect for me.
I know that!
Yeah, I know already. It should have been my responsibility. But when I realized Miyu was targeting me, I thought to myself, she must already have a way to prevent me from fighting back in the virtual world. Yeah, right.
I suppose.
And in fact, you are right, so she set it up so she could paralyze you with a touch.
So am I!
And that's why I had to ask Gonta. I would have done it myself if I could.
That's enough!
Okay, but you didn't need to push everything onto Gonta to...
Please stop!
It's okay. Everyone, please, don't blame Kokichi anymore. Please. Gonta, you... How nice can you be, Gonta? You are really stupid sometimes. You're right, someone as stupid as Gonta could never be gentleman.
Hey, hey!
Hey, so are we done yet?
Huh?
And another thing.
You guys are starting to talk in circles, so let's just move on to the exciting stuff. Yes, the eagerly anticipated punishment time.
So am I!
Wait, if you're gonna punish him, then please punish me too.
Huh?
Kokichi.
I know that!
I'm prepared for it. If you're gonna execute Gonta, then I... It's okay, Kokichi. Please let Gonta sacrifice himself for everyone's sake. That's all Gonta can do anymore.
But...
Just promise Gonta that everyone forgive each other and be friends, okay? Alright, I promise.
Okay.
Alright, it's time to punish the ultimate entomologist, Gonta Gokuhara. Oh man, I bet his punishment's gonna have a lot of gross, nasty bugs.
Ah.
That's right, you don't like nasty stuff. No, it's not that. It's coming. What, already? The contradictions are speeding up any minute now. Or the contractions. Contradictions.
Honey.
Quick, hold my hand.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Gonta Goku, the ultimate entomologist.
Gonta!
Wait, please, I don't want this. Don't go, Gonta.
No.
Don't cry, Kokichi. Gonta is okay. Yeah, Gonta not cry. Gonta really not scared. But...
How can this be?
Gonta upset. Gonta upset. Ino could protect everyone. Gonta, you can't cry either.
It's punishment time!
Sorry, everyone.
Fuck, dude. Alright, Sheik, you were right. Gonta's a good character. I didn't like Gonta until this trial. Which fucking sucks.
Gonta, idiot!
Gonta is sorry for being stupid.
Rip Gonta swoog thump.
Rip. I gotta change that voice. They put the avatar with them too. Thank you, Sheik. Alright, I'll keep it then, just for you. Nice, Sheik. Wow. Oh, poor Gonta. And Danganronpa has crashed.